Electric car maker Rivian set to get a $6.6 billion loan from the Biden Department of Energy, but could that possibly be on the chopping block? Welcome back. It's Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join us each and every weekday morning as we give you a heads up of what you need to know to start your day. And on this Friday, yesterday was a busy day in Washington, D.C. The Department of Government Efficiency visiting Capitol Hill, and you can read this from our reporter Brett Rowland. Of course, the world's richest man visiting with members of Congress. They talked about a variety of things. Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, and also Vivek Ramaswamy, another business leader, both visiting members of Congress, talking about a variety of things. But obviously, when it comes to spending in Congress, how do you attack the largest issues, right? What are those? We're talking $2 trillion that Musk and Ramaswamy are looking to try to cut. But what about some of these programs, like a federal loan to give to struggling EV auto manufacturers? This is another story from the Center Square's Elise Appel. All-electric automaker Rivian, right here in Illinois, received a conditional commitment for $6.6 billion loan from the U.S. Department of Energy. It finalized the loan. It would be used to aid in construction of $5 billion for a plant not in Illinois, but in Atlanta. Politicians from both sides of the aisle were quick to react to the announcement, adding that funding going to what they labeled a failing company. Biden's forking over $6.6 billion to automaker Rivian to build a Georgia plant they've already halted, Ramaswamy said. One justification is the 7,500 jobs it creates, but that implies a cost of $880,000 per job, which is insane. This smells more like a political shot across the bow at Elon Musk and Tesla. So Ramaswamy had that to say. U.S. Senator Dick Durbin, Illinois U.S. Senator, he fired back and tried to say that Elon Musk has benefited from these type of loans. Here's Durbin's statement. He says that isn't it rich? In 2009, when his Tesla operation was hanging by a thread, Elon Musk borrowed nearly $500 million from the Department of Energy, saving the company so that they could put a new model of cars on the showroom floors. Now his DOGE partner, Vivek Ramaswamy, is questioning a similar loan to Rivian. Is it really a similar loan? We're talking about, $6.6 billion versus, in 2024 dollars, mind you, versus $500 million of a loan in 2009 for Tesla. Regardless, back to Durbin's comment here. Bottom line is Elon Musk, his record is clear. His vast business empire has benefited from government assistance in the past. He is in a delicate position with many potential conflicts of interest. I hope there will be some sound thought to his ideas and the ideas of his DOGE partner. So what kinds of things are they going to be able to cut? What are they going to be able to go after? Is DOGE going to really bring about $2 trillion in cuts to the federal budget? A big dollar amount, right? I mean, the budget's $6-7 trillion, but we've got substantial amounts of debt. $30 trillion in debt or something? Here's U.S. House Speaker Johnson talking about the efforts underway. He was talking ahead of Musk and Ramaswamy addressing members of Congress, and Speaker Johnson being asked, are they really going to be able to find $2 trillion in savings from the federal budget? Here's his response to that particular question yesterday.
And second question, do you support clawing back federal funds that the Biden administration is pushing out in these final days, including to companies like Rivian, a competitor of Tesla?
Let me answer these questions in reverse order. We're very frustrated by what the Biden administration appears to be doing right now, and that is, as you said, shoveling money. As someone said on a hidden camera on a clip that I saw, someone in the administration who's charged with distributing the funds said it's like we're dumping gold bars off the Titanic here at the end. We take over in January, and until then, the big government Democrats are still in charge, and they're spending money, in our view, recklessly. And so, yes, we've had a lot of discussions over the last couple of days about what our authority would be to claw some of that back and to stop it. It's a serious challenge, and we need to stop it and expose what's happening. That's what this effort will be about going forward. There is an enormous amount of waste, fraud, and abuse in the government, and I think everyone knows that intuitively. And so the efforts here, both with our subcommittees that are being created here and with the DOGE effort itself, will be to explore that, to investigate it, and lay it bare for the American people to see. I think that's how we'll begin to bring about the change that we all need. So this is an ongoing effort.
So Johnson clearly, siding with the idea of more government efficiency, and recent polling suggests that the American people also support increased government efficiency. The Center Square's Casey Harper with this story talking about the majority of Americans generally support the idea of cutting back on federal government. Pew Research from the summer found 56% of Americans say the government is almost always wasteful and inefficient. Gallup's recent polling data shows 55% of Americans say the government is doing too much, while only 41% say it should do more. Americans are more evenly split how big government should be, but increasing government efficiency has more broad support. So what does that increased government efficiency look like? A lot of conversation about government employees working from home. You've got a lot of questions about different types of programs to do research on a whole host of weird issues. But that's small numbers, right? How are you going to get to 2 trillion? A lot of people worried that there's going to be something like means testing for benefits that are funded by taxpayers, like what's your disability level? How many hours a week are you working? Those types of things. What kind of disability do you have? But there's also the growing cost of non-citizen migrants. They're going to be able to cut that out entirely, including in Illinois, where we get some federal dollars to help pay for non-citizen health care. So are those dollars going to be stopped? But then, after dealing with, various issues around benefits that are taxpayer funded, and subsidies that are taxpayer funded, well, then the next step is look at the Pentagon and how much money is being spent there. But obviously, all of this will be continuing to watch to see how it plays out, as government efficiency is popular with voters. But are we actually going to be able to get to an efficient government, especially with the goal that DOGE has to close up shop before the country's 250th birthday in 2026? We shall see. Keep it here. And get the headlines at thecentersquare.com. Wake up with us each and every weekday morning with America's Talking Network. And get the podcast where you get podcasts. Just search Illinois in Focus Daily.